Hey guys, welcome back. So guys, in this video we are going to learn about the form handling and validation in Laravel. Okay, so now guys, let's get started. So let's move to our editor. Okay, so first step guys, let us create one controller. So let me open a new terminal, zoom it, PHP artisan, make colon controller and the controller name product controller. Hit enter. So here our controller is created. Go inside app, http controller, your product controller. Perfect. And now guys, to get started, we need to create a simple product form. And when we submit that, we need to check the validation. So guys, let's create one function with the name index to show the product page. So public function and the function name. So my function name is index. And here I don't want to give any return type. And now guys, just return view where I will tell in the front end I have a products file. Okay, so go to your resource views front end. Inside front end I create a new file products.blade.php. Hit enter and not products will create the page name as product hyphen create. Okay, product hyphen create, and now you can retype the file name. So here only product create. Now you can just click and move to that page. So now guys, let us extend our layout. So guys, let us go to our index blade and copy the layout extend format. And let's end the layout, copy and paste. Okay, so our layout is ready and this is products create. Okay, not products, it's product. And now guys, start designing your form. So I have already integrated the bootstrap. So use a container, then row, then column md12, not 12, let's make it to 6, and keep the content in center. So justify content center, and then let's start with the input fields. So label name and the input name attribute name and class form hyphen control. And now let us copy this and keep pasting for other fields. So what are the fields guys? Let me just show you in my model. So you can go to your app models where product.php. So here you find these many columns are there. So guys, let us copy only the name, description, and the price, stock, and active. Okay. So let me copy this, get back here. I mean on the create blade file. Let's see, we have to create one price. So create that price, stock, and is active also. Let me copy and paste here, is active, and this is going to be a checkbox guys. So and here, and let's remove it. And now guys, one more box we required for the description area. So either you can use a text area or it's a normal input. So let us use a text area. Yes, paste it. And column, can remove it. ID also not required. Instead give a class form hyphen control. How much row? 3, and this is product description. All set. And now guys, one more field you require is about the button. So make it button save, type equal to submit, and let's design this button with the primary class of bootstrap. And guys, so let me minimize this row here, and inside the container let's open form tag and end the form tag and just end the form after your row division. Okay, and now guys, inside this form use a method post, and here action goes to your some URL. Use a URL function and products forward slash create. Okay, and whenever you submit a form in Laravel, you need a CSRF token. So just add that CSRF token here. Cool. Okay, so our form is ready, guys, and now let me show you the output. So before showing the output, you need to set up the route to view this page. So guys, you can just go to your routes web.php. Where is web.php? Here, and let me copy this route and paste here, and just tell product-create.php with the get method, and you can remove this code and add your controller. So what we'll do, I'll copy this controller name, go to your web.php, paste here, colon class, and call the function name. So it is index. So you can see that we have created on the index part. So if you don't want to create on the index, let's make it as create method. So it is understood as a create form. So guys, you can just update it. Done. And now guys, when you submit the data, like let me copy and paste. So here you, once you submit this form, you are going via post method. So what we'll do, we are going to just copy this, get back and paste here. So paste it and make this to post method. So guys, here you see one difference, that is about hyphen here. So if you want, you can just keep the same route. So no difference. One is get method and one is post method. So you can keep the route same, but methods are different. So it doesn't affect. So once you submit it, you need to go on store method to store the data or do the validation in that. So guys, let's copy this store name string value and create as a method or a function. So let's create it public function, the function name, that is store, open and close. And now guys, the first step here, it comes about the request. So what does this request do here? So this request is about getting all the input field name from your form tag. All the inputs which is inside the form, it will take all the inputs and send you on this controller with the request. So now guys, let us use this and do the validation. So our concept of this video is about form handling and validation. So it starts here. So guys, now let me just show you the output of this product form. Let's go. So call the URL. Okay, product controller does not exist. Why? Because we have not imported its class. So you can import the class, or let's go to the product controller and just copy this complete namespace and paste. Before the controller class, use a backslash. Okay, not forward slash. Save it, and now you can easily call the form. Cool. So here you see guys that our form is called, but it's like very awkward design. Let me just fix that quickly. Yep, let's go back here. And so guys, I have just fixed the form here. So you see that row and column MD6, the card body here, and all the input fields I have kept in one card body. Okay, so let me just minimize, and you see that complete form tag. Cool. So now guys, let's continue. Refresh. Okay, it's looking better. And guys, I'm messing with the checkbox. Just remove this form control. We don't require here. You can just add a width colon 40px, height colon 40px. Okay, just add a br tag so it breaks down. Cool. So now guys, let's begin with do the form validation. So first step, let's get back, and once you submit, you go to your action, and which is coming on this store method. So now guys, let's get started with the create validation. So first step, you're going to call your request of validate function, and then inside that array, and now you call your all the input field names. Okay, so we see that we have how many fields, like name, description, price, stock, and is active. So here we see name. Let me copy this and give the input name here, and then your rules validation. So guys, it is a required field, and then give pipe symbol and use max of 255 characters. Okay, and if you want to give minimum also, you min of 3 and then pipe symbol. And this is how we do validation. And now guys, let me fill with other fields, that is description. Let me copy this description part and paste here. Let me zoom it so it will be more clear. Okay, description, and then guys you can do the same validation. Let me copy this and paste here. So I do not require a minimum part here, and description comes with the uh, more data. So you do not specify the how much length you require, but you can tell I'm getting all the value as string here, and also in the name field I'm getting a string value. Okay. So guys, now let me copy and paste with other field, that is price. So coming to the price validation, it's all about integer. So you can add that as a numeric. So copy and paste, and is coming to the stock means this is also a numeric. So you can keep it numeric and copy and paste, and then is active is all about boolean like true or false. So you can mention is required and it is boolean, or when you come to boolean part, is required is not required, it will always check for true or false. So guys, this is one method of doing validation, and let me just show you what happens now. So let's get back and let's click here to save. So you see it loads and just comes back here. So what happens? What is the error? We don't know how to show the errors. So let us see that. So once you submit, it just comes back to the same form. So to see the errors, let us see one method of seeing errors. Let me add a div here, okay, which is coming with the UL tag and li tag. And here at this beginning of div, add $errors. So this is a global variable given from the Laravel and any function. If there is any errors in the form, so that time just show all the errors. So you can just take this variable and loop out using for each loop. So where you loop this li tag, I am going to loop it. So for each where $errors of all function, where I take all the errors of error and echo that. So where you'll echo inside this li tag. So open and close, and let me push inside the for each loop. And here let's add a bootstrap class like alert hyphen danger. Let's save it. And now guys, if you just refresh and let's click on save. So here you see the name field is required, description is required, all the field is required. Okay, so if I just fill any of the product name here, save, and you see that uh, product name has gone. And now guys, but I want to show the old data here, like whatever I have typed, I need to get that. So for that you can just add a simple code here inside this input field, add a value attribute and use a old function, and make sure whatever the name you have passed and whatever you're using here in the validate function, that same name should be called inside the old function, so it gives the old data. So let me just add ASD and save here. So you see that old value has printed, and guys you see that we don't have this is active. So basically checkbox gives like on and off, so we might get an issue. So let me just check this. Checked means it is true. So if you see here, the is active field is must be true or false. So basically it's not going to work out because it is checkbox. So it is not checking with the true or false. So for that you can just give the another condition like sometimes. So sometimes I might check or sometimes I might not. So now it should work as it is correct, and if I just check, so it doesn't affect that. Okay, so you can utilize it in that way also. Okay, so guys, in the second way, so let me just copy this, paste below and comment and keep for your reference. So now guys, coming back here, I'm just going to put this in a complete array here, and now you need to give single quotes and separate them by comma. So this is doing another method of validation. So I'll just show you. Now get back, just submit here, save. So you see everything works fine. Let me remove the data, submit code. So you see the second example. And now guys, let's see with the third example. Comment this and keep for our reference. And now guys, here you see about the error message. So I'm talking about the message now. So the name field is required. Let us customize this message. Let's get back to our editor. Let's keep this in one line so it will, okay. And now guys, inside this array itself, so this is my one array, and after this array, just create a new array and mention the messages. So let me just show you how we can do that. Just copy this name, paste here, and then give arrow function and give the message. So you cannot directly just paste the message here, like just add the name and show the message. You have to mention for what validation you want to show the message. So name of required field. So you just add that dot and required. So when validations come on the required field, then you have to tell like name cannot be empty. Okay, now let me just show you the difference here. So right now you see the name field is required. Now if I submit, so it will tell like name cannot be empty. So here if I give submit a, and here you see name field must be at least 3 characters. So you can customize this message also. So let's get back, let me copy and paste here, and let's add this min here. So name, give at least 3 characters for name. Okay, now you can just get back and submit here. You see give at least 3 character for name. So what name I don't know, so you can add that as a product name, and here also for the product name cannot be empty. Let's save and refresh. Okay, so submit, product name cannot be empty. Let me give a submit, and at least give at least 3 characters for product name, and let us see that. Submit here. Okay, perfect. So guys, you saw that how to customize the message. So same way you can customize for all the messages. Okay, so now guys, we have seen one method of doing validation with 3 examples. So which was about using the validate function or a method. Okay, so now guys, we are going to do the validation using validator facades. Okay, so let us see. So guys, let's create one variable called validator equal to, and call validator colon make function. So inside this make function, you pass all your request. So all of the request field which comes in array format. So first data will be your all the input fields. Oops, I have made a typo here. It's small a, and now you give all your validation in the second. So now guys, you need to import this class. Let me import the class here, and you need to select eliminate support facades and validator. Okay, so let me just show you that. Perfect. So guys, if you want to get this import class, just install your namespace resolver. Okay, php namespace resolver, you will see this option of import class. Cool. So now guys, let us continue with the validation. So first step, you'll add all the input fields whatever you have given here, like your name, description, price, all the input field validation as we have seen here already. So guys, I'm just going to copy and paste. We don't want to waste the time. So let us paste here. Okay. And then guys, you need to check here. If it is fails, then you have to show the message. Okay. What all errors you have got. So just use if condition and open and close curly brace and check dollar validator of arrow fails function. Okay, so this is the main code guys. Here if it is fails, then you need to return and redirect back. So just return redirect back with what, with errors. So use with errors function, that is your validator errors list. So validator of all the errors. So you have all the errors in one error function, and you send that. And also I want to send all the request input fields. So you can get that with input. Okay. And now guys, when you submit, you get the validation. So let me refresh here. And now let's click to save. You get the validation. Okay. And let me add one. So here you see it changes. Okay. Perfect. So now guys, let's get back and do the one more example inside this validator itself. Like as we have already seen how to set this in array format, you can utilize it. Let me just copy this and paste here. So you can use the same method. You don't have any difference and the output is going to be the same. Okay, done. And now guys, if you want to customize the message also, you can customize it. So let me add this, copy and paste after your array. So here the third argument it is going to be. Let me uncomment and align it. Okay, the first is input, the second is validation, and third is message. So if you refresh and let's again click to save. So here you see message changes here. Okay, so guys, this is a second method of doing validation, and now let us see with the third method that is most of my favorite, which is about the form request validation. Okay, so let me comment this and open your terminal. So create a form request with the artisan command. So that is php artisan make a request, which is form request. So let me keep my form request name as product form request. Hit enter. The request has been created. So you can find that inside the app http request, which is your product form request. Here you come. And now guys, you have to give the authorization, which is true or false. So guys, in most cases, like inside your admin dashboard, I use like auth of check, which gives true or false. So right now I don't have any such conditions, so I'm directly giving true here. Okay, and now guys, once it is true, then you can write your validation rules over here inside it. So let me just, so this is how our form request file looks. And now guys, let us type the rules here. So I just don't want to waste time. Let me copy and paste it. So then just get below, copy the first format and paste here. So uncomment. That's it guys. So you have pasted the rules and get back to your product controller. And now here instead of request, you have to use your product form request. So let me just copy that class name. So this is my product form request, copy and paste here. And you need to import its class. So import the class and it's imported. Cool. So now guys, to get the form request validation done, you have to just call your variable called request, $request of validated function. That's it, done. So now guys, you can get back. Let me refresh, submit, all done. And now guys, coming back again to the different type of setting your validation. So you can use the same format here. Instead of using in this pipe symbol, you can use in an array format and show that. So save, it's the same output. And if you want to use a customizable message to show it, so for that you can use a different way. Like you cannot handle inside this only, because here it accepts only the rules for it. So guys, for that you can, let me copy this message here first and get back to your form request validation, and then just create a function, public function. The function name is messages. Okay, colon array format, array array, and just open and close curly brace and use a return, then array. Let me just align and semicolon. And now guys, here you see that for this name you are doing this name of required, then minimum for this you have to give like this, and same with the other field also. So now let us save and see the output. Let me refresh first and then let's submit. So here you see the product name cannot be empty. Type the product name and save. And here you see a different message for that error. Cool. So now guys, we have seen how to do validation in three ways in Laravel. Okay. And now guys, the last part, I just want to show you about how you can display the error messages. So coming to displaying error messages, you see that we have shown in one method like looping all the errors in one place. So guys, instead of showing all this error message at one place, I want to show them under its input box. Okay. So let's get back and go to your product create. So instead of this looping all the error messages, I want to show here. So you can use at error and end error, okay, and give the field name. So here whatever you have done the validation request, and then guys you need to call your dollar message. That's it. You don't have to specify what message of name or anything, just it handles automatically, okay, with this field name. So let me paste this description also here, and let me just use a span tag, and inside that I want to show a class text hyphen danger to show as a danger message, okay, warning message. So you can utilize again here. Let me control X paste. Let's control CV. Let me zoom out a little. Okay, so it's for the price. So product price, and paste here for the stock, and is active. That's it guys. Now let's save and get back, refresh. Okay, so if you click here save, you see that product name cannot be empty. Cool. So we have done the validation and also shown how to display the error messages. So guys, in this video, that's it. We have seen complete form handling and validation in Laravel. So guys, thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, like and share.